care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
Love is the only way. Love is the answer. Love is the only way. Oh, love, love, love. It's the only way. Oh, love, love, love. Let it lead the way. In a world so cold, love's the warmth we hold. In a sea of doubt, love will find us out. Oh, love, love, love. It's the only way. Oh, love, love, love. Let it lead the way. In a world so
are a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community engagement. Join a community of informed and engaged individuals who care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
We would like to invite you to become a DC Guardian. A Guardian is someone who supports us with a gift of $10 a month. And you will also receive a beautiful DC decal so you can post your support. And also you will get email updates for Guardians only, plus special discounts on products and functions and conferences to come. Please click on the donate button on our eiobn.com website to support. Once again, on behalf of the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network, thank you.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance.
Every generation stands on the shoulders of the generation that went before. And so you see farther because you're standing taller than we did and can look farther. But at least give us the credit that you're seeing farther because you're standing on our shoulders. We don't have inflation because the people are living too well. We have inflation because the government is living too well.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. And always have the courage to be yourself.
Sound of freedom, oh so loud. Revolution in the crowd. Shaking ground, winds of change. Feel it all, rearrange. Voices rising, hearts beating. Hope in the air, never retreating. A new day dawning, colors bright. Embracing the change, feel it right. Sound of freedom, oh so loud. Revolution in the crowd. Shaking ground, winds of change. Feel it all, rearrange.
All right, everybody, guess what? We made it to Friday. Lord have mercy, we made it to Friday. Woo! Good stuff, right? Hope everybody's having a great day today. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a little bit of time, and we'll try to get as much done as possible today. And turn it down a little bit. And we'll get as much done today as possible, and we'll just see what happens. How about that? So happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. And thank you so much for tuning in by eiobn.com, our radio station that's on there, or those of you that are listening through your app on your phone, your Google app. We still have not got Apple corrected on that, which is almost kind of a lost cause at this point, but we're still working on it. Those that are on Rumble, we appreciate you. YouTube, what else is Kick? There's a couple other ones here. I don't know. Shoot. Yeah, Rumble, Kick, Twitch, X, whatever else is on there. We are working now. Just so several people have asked me about Telegram. We are working on doing that now. So, yoo-hoo, for those of you that like that. And a lot more stuff going on. A lot of great stuff. Just got off the phone with some good technicians, and we're working towards what I've been saying, the TV part. It is coming to fruition, and sooner than later, it'll be here. So we're going to have some good time here. We got, you know what, this, like I said the other day, this thing is not something that's just up for the next month and, for someone to just do and just because of the election or whatever else. This is something that's a long-term relationship. And of course, you can terminate that relationship anytime you want to. Anyway, but hopefully not. Hopefully we're all good here. Let's see. Hey from Pennsylvania in the house, waiting from Baton Rouge. Listen to me. We got them in Baton Rouge too. Denham Springs, Louisiana. Saints Girl, thank you so much. North Texas checking in. Middlesex, Virginia checking in. God bless you from California checking in. Hello, Patriots. Everyone have a great day. Thank you so much, Enforcer. Hello, DC from Kingsport, Tennessee. Hello, DC and everyone from Georgia. Hello, DC from Hutchinson, Kansas. Excited to hear what you have to say. Me too. Raleigh, North Carolina, RC and EC. Thank you so much, loyal listeners there. Glenda from Jasper, Georgia. Hey, DC. Linda from East Tennessee. Hello, DC from Hamilton, Ohio. I love you, DC. God bless you. Thank you so much, Crazy Lady 725. Happy Friday, Rose from Indiana. Hey, all from Forest City, Arkansas. Benbrook, Texas, from Sherry in the house. Thank you so much, Sherry, for listening. Happy Friday, DC, from Bellefontaine, Ohio. Coffeeville, Mississippi in the house. Central Missouri in the house. Vancouver, Canada here. Oklahoma, San Pedro, California in the house. Have a great weekend, DC. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to. Hello from Phil in Cartersville, Georgia. Hi, DC, from Columbus, Georgia. Okay. Okay. Holden Beach, North Carolina, also. Stanford, Kentucky in the house. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Greetings from South Kentucky. Hey, DC and Patriots from Hamilton, Mississippi. DC and Patriots from Oklahoma. Brad's show last night was awesome. Yes, it was. A lot of people can't swallow the truth pill sometimes, but it's okay. Hello, DC and friends from Virginia. Hello from Iowa. Thank you so much for listening there. Wish you a great day from Northwest Ohio. Thank you so much. TGI Friday it is. Hi from Christine in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. TGI freaking, yeah. Julie, Mid-Michigan. While we are waiting, can you please go? Yep. Okay, sorry. I'm just reading and I'm not even paying attention to the moderators here. Hello from Texas, DC. Thank you for sharing your emotional heart story yesterday. Thank you so much. What a beautiful thing for your daughter to do. Absolutely. Hope your little guy grows up here. Hey, I don't know about that, but we hope he grows up great, and I know he will. Hey, DC from Hobbs, New Mexico. This is the favorite part of my days. I love your show. Thank you so much. That's very humbling. Everyone, hope everyone can get through the show without being stuck. Whole show without getting, yeah. Las Vegas in the house. Butler, Georgia in the house. Madison, Alabama in the house. Hello, beautiful Patriot family. Waiting for my Intel fix. Ozark, Alabama. Clinton Township, Michigan checking in. Trump is interstate today. So excited. Awesome. Hey all from Live Oak, Florida. Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Listening from University of Alabama. Awesome. Getting my DC fix. Everyone remember, let me see. Jefferson City, Missouri in the house. Hey DC from Norton, Ohio. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. Listening live from Oakdale, Connecticut. Monroeville, Ohio. Yeah, if you have problems with Rumble, that's just Rumble. You have to refresh. That's not me. Good morning, DC. Wilsonville, Oregon. Dalton, Georgia in the house. Hey DC, Trista from Vermont. I love when I can catch you live. Thank you so much. Let's get ready to rumble. That's right. You better believe it. Hey, DC, have a blessed Friday and weekend from Charles City, Virginia. Clinton, Tennessee in the house. Hello, DC. Thank you so much, Interdogs. Good morning from West Tennessee, Beaufort, Georgia. Again. Let's see here. From Rogue River, Oregon in the house. Lisa from Montgomery, Texas. It's Fun Friday. That's right. Littleville, Alabama in the house. Wetumpka, Alabama. Meansville, Georgia. Good afternoon, DC from East Tennessee. Watching from Ontario, not watching from Ontario, Canada. Awesome. MAGA forever for us, right? Costa Rica in the house. DC and happy Friday. And Patriots listening from Gainesville, Texas. Oklahoma City checking in. DC from hi DC from Fairhaven, Massachusetts. From McAllen, Texas. Give us some good news today. I will. We win. North Central in the house. Howdy, DC. President Trump did well. Yeah, he did. It was funny. We're gonna play some of these clips too because it's really good, classic stuff. A happy Friday, DC. Patriots from Michigan. Let's see here. Trying to go through. Got Alaska in the house here. Mechanicsville, Iowa in the house. Stockbridge, Georgia in the house. Love your show. Mesquite, Texas. Thank you so much. Hello from Knoxville, Tennessee. Go Volunteers. Did you see the call? Yes, I did, and that's going to be next week. We're going to talk more about that with Kamala and her grandmother, if you want to call it that. Lakewood Ranch, Florida in the house. Central Vermont in the house. Go Big Orange from Belfast, Tennessee. Salisbury, North Carolina. Hello from Missouri. Good afternoon from Grafton, Wisconsin. ADC from Dealing, Louisiana. Tennessee in the house. Thank you, DC. Charles City, Virginia house again. ODC, Kansas City, ready. Let's find Sullivan, Indiana. Yukon, Oklahoma. Cogan Station, Pennsylvania. Love your show and love your style. Thank you so much. I'm not going to change it. Just seeing something on the California man about, yep. When you say, hey, Vern. Yeah. Thank you so much. Mechanicsville, Iowa checking in. Arkansas in the house. Jefferson, Georgia in the house. Fort Mill, South Carolina in the house. Howell, Michigan in the house. Augusta, Arkansas in the house. Oregon in the house. Shelbyville, Kentucky in the house. And I'm sure we'll have a couple more pop in there. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in today. And man, I am screwed today because I don't have a drink. Oh boy. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, well, it's okay. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully today we have a great show, a good show. Got some good stuff to talk to you about. Yeah, I watched Brad last night and great show. A lot of people don't want the truth. A lot of people just want to have their butt kissed and go from there. And, you know, oh, please just rub the salve on me. That's all I want. That's all I want from America. And I have to ask Brad for some sweet tea. Yeah, Brad, if you're listening, I need some sweet tea. And once again, whoever's in Wisconsin that sent me an email about sending me some cheese, send it back again. I got something for you to send to me. But anyway, so it's good to be on here. It is Friday, and hopefully this weekend will be somewhat kind of calm. We'll figure that one out real soon, right? But lots of good things. And I've been toying with the idea of doing little convention things here and there and stuff like that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start probably with Louisiana first, and we're going to see. I'm going to put the feelers out this next week, and we're going to see about doing a Christmas party / weekend seminar, convention, fun time, question answer, meet greet, all that good stuff in the Baton Rouge area. So we're going to start with that probably first and see what kind of feelers we get out on that. And if we get a good response, then we're probably going to head out towards Nashville, Tennessee area and figure out something out in there. Trying to get somewhere where people can get to. Anyway, yeah, Brad, please. And and I appreciate Brad and what he does. And it's like in the daytime, I give you the daily enema of America and what's going on. And then when Brad comes on, he gives you really good content also. And so, and just so you know, too, and you know what? I think it'd be great if we get Brad. I need to reach out to him and see if he can do it too, but get him involved in what we're doing with these, with just this little get together thing, maybe for Christmas, and have a good little Christmas party. Have us a DJ there. Maybe Santa Claus will show up. Maybe we can get some elves or Oompa Loompas or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. I love Willy Wonka too. Love that stuff. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm rambling here. But great show today. We got a lot of content. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, Trump was at a dinner. And man, is he not the best troll that there is? I'm serious. He is just the best troll. I love it. And some of the things at this dinner, things that he said was just hilarious. Just hilarious. Now, last week I played a lot of the stuff from the last time when he was talking about Hillary and all that. But this time, it's all about Kamala. And we're going to start off today with just a couple little funny things, and then we're going to touch on them and go from there.
For her, and the event that she wins would be not to let her husband Doug anywhere near the nannies. Just keep them away. That's a nasty one.
Okay, so he's talking about Kamala here, and the one thing she needs to do if she would win, which we know she's not going to win. We just know she's not going to win, to keep her husband away from the nannies.
The only piece of advice I would have for her and the event that she wins would be not to let her husband Doug anywhere near the nannies. Just keep them away. That's a nasty one.
Oh,
That's
God.
nasty. Always it's a rule. You got to go to the dinner. You got to do it. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen to you from up there. My opponent feels like she does not have to be here, which is deeply disrespectful to the event, and in particular to our great Catholic community. Very disrespectful. If Democrats really wanted to have someone not be with us this evening, they would have just sent Joe Biden.
Oh, good old Joe. Good old Joe. Old Poopy Pants, Captain Poopy Pants. And so like I said, he is the best troll that there is. And so it was the Al Smith Memorial Dinner. And if you notice too, when he was talking about that, he said that, it's disrespectful to the community, to everyone, plus it's disrespectful to the Catholic community. Now, I'm not Catholic, and I don't, whatever on that. But, I thought it was funny that when he said that there actually people was applauding that, clapping their hands because they support that. And like I said yesterday, I think America has finally woke up to, she is what I call it yesterday. She is the spokesperson. She's the spokesperson now for Certa Perfect Sleeper. You can bounce and bounce and bounce with multiple people, and it still keeps its shape and its style. Anyway, thank you so much for Chicago popping in there, and Arkansas jumping in here. Chicagoland, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Cartersville, Georgia there. Cleveland in the house. Arkansas, okay. So anyways, yeah. And so going with this dinner here, the dinner goes on, and Trump still just continues to do his troll.
You may have seen Kamala did an interview on Fox News yesterday. It went so poorly for her that the Democrats have been forced to install another 100 drop boxes throughout the city. And the upside really is Kamala now sees the benefit of deportation. She wants to deport people. She's vicious. She wants to deport people, and she wants to start by deporting Brett Baer, Fox. It's an interesting interview last night, huh?
Yeah. For those of you who didn't see that interview, it was really good. We played a lot of it yesterday, how he just, man, tore it up. Anyway, we're not going to stop here with Trump because he's on a roll. But anyway.
White dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White dudes for Harris. Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. Every one of those people is voting for me.
Okay. And like I said, he's the greatest troll. He's great. And not only that, Chuck Schumer was there, and he said something really funny here.
But the press is reporting the Democrats are starting to panic. They're panicking. They are panicking because, the votes that are coming in very, very strong a certain way. I won't tell you what way that is, but Chuck Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president. And I actually said, do you mind if I do that? He said, no, you got to do what you got to do. He's a pro. He's a professional. No, he's a good man, actually. I hate to say it. Don't ever use it against me, please. They'll say, this dinner was really setting me back when I say no. But I've known him a long time.
And people are going to take that and run with, oh, he said Chuck Schumer's a great guy. He says he's a great guy. Why is he done? You know what? I expect it, but whatever. We don't care. We just don't care. But anyway, yeah, it was just funny. And it's funny how, anyways, this one here that I'm going to play was the best one of the night. You know how we always talk about Tampon Tammy, or Tampon Tammy. Sorry, good Lord, Tammy too, I guess. But anyways, we're always on him about that. But this was probably the best moment of the night.
Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz.
Oh, you got to hear it again.
I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz.
Yep. Yeah, Tim Walz. Funny stuff. So yeah, that was a good thing last night, and thought it was hilarious and good stuff. And yeah, that's Trump. And so with the election coming up on us, I said yesterday we was talking about the Democratic Party and played some of the stuff that they're saying. Let's see here. Hey, Arkansas, good to see you. Fancy Farm, Kentucky, good to see you in here. Trying to make sure I missed no one. Yeah, and so he just trolls. He's great. I love it. And and there's the thing is that tells me that I love his sense of humor too. His sense of humor is just, it's great. He can be serious. He can be to the point. And yeah. So for those of you that follow Q and all that, and have been in the QAnon and followed the 17 and all that, we're heading into the election. And so I will say this: a lot of people that go, I need, what's intel? What's intel on this? What's intel on that? Let me just tell you this. Okay. For those of you that wanted intel, this is not like major breaking news, but I'm bringing something to your attention because we have always said in this show, like Trump said, they're not after me, they're after you. And of course, they are, whoever they are. You ever wish that they would finally step up to the plate and show their face? But they won't because they are cowards. That's how they work. But anyway, here is you a piece of intel. And I'm not being joking here. This is very serious. We've been wondering, or you have been wondering, if people have asked, what's the next thing? What's happening? What's happening? I'm going to tell you this. And I've said this over and over and over, that we're going to see crazy things happen going up into the election. Okay. For those of you that follow, listen to me, you know what I say all the time. And this is going to be very accurate that I'm going to tell you. And I'm not going to wait till the middle of the show. I'm not going to drag it on. I'm not going, let's do it later on and hold people till the end. I'm not doing that. I'm letting you know this. Today starts the wheels turning. And what I mean by that, is this. The wheels turning in this election process. And what we're going to go through some things here. Now, we know, I told you yesterday, the polls are starting to shift. We're seeing things. We're seeing after this interview with Kamala, we're seeing that people that were voting for her are like, they ain't happening. They ain't happening. It ain't happening. And those that have already voted for her, that are coming out now going, oh, Lord, what have I done? Well, it's a good thing we operate under grace and forgiveness. But it's okay. It's okay. I believe we're still right on track if we continue what we're doing, continue to educate people. I think after the election, the content will probably it won't even change. It'll just change the policies. And because the fight still goes on. The fight will still continue to go on when Trump is elected. And you can say, well, how do you feel so confident about that? I'm very confident about that. Well, how do we know our votes are going to be safe? I'm very confident about that. And starting today, this Friday, starting today, you're going to see polls really shift. Even in mainstream media, you're going to see them shift. There's a lot of things going to change. You're going to see a lot of things come out this next week. And it goes back to this. A lot of you get sick and tired of me talking about Kim Clement, but that's okay, because guess what? It's my show. But Kim Clement, there was going to be large, embarrassing moments come out. Okay? Large, embarrassing moments come out. Now I want you to hear me out. Reason why I'm saying today, and this is on 100%, how can I even say this? Accurate, factual intel. Today starts the day of major movements, because today we are 17 days away from the election. Did you hear what I just said? 17 days away from the election. We have 17 days. Now you listen to me. We have 17 days. You've wondered when it's going to start, when we're going to see things. We are starting on day 17 to the election. That's what we're doing. You're going to see embarrassing moments come out. I've said this from the beginning. We've had people say, well, they're just going to do fraud like they did before. And I keep telling you, they may try, but it won't work. Because it's already been going on, but there have been things put in place to not only stop fraud. Well, show me proof, DC. We're beyond that, okay? I'm beyond proving myself to you because everything that I've said in the past several months to you has been accurate, and there's been no question there. I'm telling you right now, we are 17 days, 11 hours, 25 minutes, and 27 seconds away from the election. And for those of you that don't realize the whole significance of 17, you need to refresh yourself this weekend. You need to go and really dive in, because at this point, we are so far in this game, and so far in this whole thing that it's kind of hard to go back and just start doing entry classes again on 17 and QAnon and all this other stuff. Even though, like I played it yesterday or day before yesterday, you got news people saying, well, they're conspiracy theorists, and we are not conspiracy theorists. We are conspiracy realists, because what was once a conspiracy is now truth. We have, as much as you probably are going to sit there, and that's the thing is we can show, and that's the thing is with QAnon, you can sit and show post after post after post and thing after thing, a thing that's come to pass, and still people will doubt. That's okay at this point. That's okay. And the reason why it's okay is because we're beyond the point of convincing or beyond the point of trying to get people to believe or to see. And we are, Georgia got busted last night trying to change machines. When I am telling you that there is an intricate part that's going on right now that they have no clue, I'm telling you right now, there are military ops right now that are involved and have been involved up into this process. I'm not telling you to stay home and don't vote. I'm telling you get out and vote, because our success is coming in 17 days. You're having I was about ready to touch on it. Your gold and silver prices are going up. They're going up. And let me tell you something about it. They may fluctuate a little bit. Gold and silver may fluctuate a little bit and go up a little bit and may come down, according to market. But they're not going to come way back down. It's just not happening. For those that have been buying silver and gold and stuff like that, it's going to be a great day for you very soon. Very soon. But not without hiccups. Now, this just because I said it doesn't mean that, hey, it's smooth sailing from here. No, because just like I said that, time keeps going on. So we're still 17 days and now 11 hours and 22 minutes and 31 seconds away from the election. See how it changes? That quick, things change. And that quick, we're going to see a president, Donald Trump, win. I have no doubt. And I just have no doubt. Well, you're setting yourself up for possible failure, DC. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just dumb enough to believe to have hope instead of just always operate in doubt. Think of that. Here's the thing. We live in a world where people want hope. They want hope. But all we can do is give them a little bit of hope and then shoot it or chop it straight down with the doubt. Oh my God. When your doubt is so much greater than your hope, then you know what? I mean, you got problems. So with this election, even though I'm seeing all kinds of stuff going on, you're going to. Silver was only $31, right? It was only $31, yeah. And when I was started buying it, I was paying $13. And today it's $32.49. Well, that's not much of a raise. Well, that's more than what you get by putting it in your bank, especially if you have a lot of it. Anyway, so back to this election. The election is as much as you think. And the thing is, you're going to see things on the news. Those of you that have to watch your mainstream media, that have to do that, are going to see the negative things. Oh. And here's the thing. If you go to sell silver, let me just give you a little piece of advice here. If you go to sell silver, don't go to a pawn shop. Because I actually go to different places, and I'll stop at different pawn shops even when I travel and just say, hey, what's the price of silver? What's the price? Well, here's the price of it. Say it is $33.22 right now. And you go into sell an ounce. They're only going to give you like $12 for it. Because they have the upper hand of you wanting to sell it because you need the money. Don't do it. Sit on it. Anyway, but with the election, you've got all these intricate parts that are moving. And when I tell you today is very significant in the history of the United States of America. And I say that because I know what I'm talking about. Today is 17 days away. And for the next 17 days, be ready. Don't be frightened. Now, I'm not saying, oh, God, here we go. We're going to war. No, I didn't say nothing like that. I didn't say, I'm saying you're going to see validation. How about that? You're going to see validation of what DC is saying. You already have on about 95% of the stuff already. And the rest is coming. You're going to see politicians make their shift now. Because they realize that Trump is coming to the White House again. He's coming, whether they will vote for him or not. He's coming. And they have to now figure out, okay, he's coming whether we like it or not. How can we keep our butt out of the sling now? Now that we've trashed him, prosecuted him, had things happen to him, all that is 17 JFK Jr. That is not just one person. It's sort of like Q is not just one person. And don't be fooled. I never really throw podcasters or anything like that under the bus. But don't be fooled by some of these other people, podcasters or people doing, videos or whatever on TikTok and or have their own little mini shows or whatever that want to insinuate that they are a part of QAnon or they are a part of this team. Because I can tell you for a fact, they're not. They're not. Hello from Minnesota. Hello to you. Early voting starts Monday in my county in Texas. Yep. And here's the thing. When you go to vote, I've seen people that they're wearing like Trump stuff. I get it. You want to support it. But let me just say this to you. Don't go out to the polls with your camera expecting to start something that you can get some content to throw online. That's not what we're about. That is not what America is about. If somebody else wants to do that stuff, then let them do it. Then let them do it. Let them go out and do it. Don't be guilty of that, because the last thing that we want is what we represent to be messed up, misconstrued. All this. We don't want that. We don't want it at all. And when you walk out there with your hats on and all that stuff, I get it. You're in support of him. But there are, this ain't nothing new. If you can't show out, you can't go up to a poll and start, coercing people or talking about your candidate openly and all. You just can't do it. That's nothing new. But just be respectful. Be respectful. If you want to wear your hat, put it in your car. Don't go inside and make a spectacle and don't do that stuff. That's just not cool. Because here's the thing. We don't need one more thing to strike against us. And we just don't need it. We don't need it. Because we are on a clear path to 17 days away from the White House. 17 days. And I keep iterating 17 days. I want you to understand that what has started, you've heard this before, but I'm about to tell you it starts today. It's already started. Nothing can stop what is coming. Do you remember that phrase? And some of you don't know what I'm talking about. Some of you do. Here's the thing. I see what you're saying, Karen. I have no problem what any other person wants to say. The only problem I have is when everything they've said hasn't happened. And here's the thing. This is a sacrifice for me each day to do this. And I'm not asking for everybody to go, oh, thank you so much, appreciate it. I'm not asking that. I'm making a statement. And in this time when we're in America where everything is so tense and crazy and everybody supposedly has so much intel, but they want to be absent from online to talk about it. I hope you're all reading between the lines here, because I'm trying not to just say some things. Do you think the election is going to be overturned on November 5th? Trump says. Here's what I think about that. So the question was this for those of you listening already. Do you think, DC, do you think that the election is going to be overturned on November 5th? And that's why Trump says we have to vote on January 5th. Anything's possible these days, guys. Do I know for a fact that's what's going to happen? No. Absolutely not. I don't think anybody really knows yet, except for maybe 5-10 people, know what's really going to take place. We have podcasters out there that want you to pay for everything, right? And I get it. That's their side gig, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, we have to stay focused on what we're doing here. The focus is getting to the poll and voting. Here's the thing. Let's just say, kicks and giggles here, everybody. Kicks and giggles. Let's just say, so to answer this question, it was, do I think something's going to happen? It's going to be overturned. Well, if it is, praise God. Okay? And if it isn't, praise God. Right? I'm not looking for here's the thing, is we know we're going to vote Trump in. So what, either way, if they would let's just say, okay, I'm sorry. Let's just say that they did overturn it. What good does that do now? What good does it do? Because then we're in a totally different conversation of, okay, well, they overturned it now, so does that mean he gets his 4 years back? Does that mean that now he gets, we voted him in, he gets 4 years, and then he's in there 8 years? There's all this controversy that goes on. We've had enough controversy in the last 3.5 going on 4 years now in America. We've had so much controversy. We've had so much nonsense, so much crazy stuff. If that would happen, that say it was overturned and all that stuff, then okay, great. Everybody can rejoice. And if it doesn't and he's voted in, then everybody can rejoice. Or just for kicks and giggles, say he didn't win, which I know it's not going to happen, but say he didn't win and then they overturn it. Then we're still happy. Here's the thing. Either way, we're going to be okay. I think a year ago or about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if it was overturned, then we'd be, oh, okay, great. What is the point now? That's where I'm at. What is the point? I don't understand where we can go from that. Is it great? Yeah, because it validates what happened to a point. Because a lot of people still going to think, no, absolutely not. No, you patriots, you all did a January 6er on us, and you people got killed, and blah, 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 blah. You're still going to have those people. But we and that's why I was talking about yesterday and the day before about being a dominion-minded people, not a hospitalized people. We just patch people up, and that's part of America has been. Well, let's just patch people up, and we'll bring in migrants, and we'll just patch them up. We'll make sure they have food and water, and we'll give them a nice place to stay, yada, yada, yada. And it's a patch. But at some point, that patch has to come off. That Band-Aid has to come off. And when it comes off, then the elements around it irritate it. And then it irritates you. And then things start changing. Then you're mad because someone took that Band-Aid off and you want a new one. But we're out of Band-Aids now because all of our money is in Ukraine and all of our money went to taking care of all these migrants. But these migrants want a new Band-Aid. So you see, it just causes one problem to another. But if we have the mindset of taking dominion and changing things in America for the better, you see what I'm saying? Instead of just patching up people, patching up their lives, let's be the Band-Aid and let's let them, put them on welfare. Let's just do that. Let's put them on welfare. We'll do all that. We'll give them free health care. We'll pay the bills. Those are Band-Aids. No, let's take dominion. Teach people their minds. Touch their minds. That's why the Bible says renew your mind daily. Because daily you're going to see so many negative things and you're going to see so many things happen in your mind. It's your mind. It's human. It's going to think about old problems. It's going to think about things. And you have to renew your mind to, hey, I got to succeed. I got to do better. I believe we can do better. I believe we're going to do better. It was the belief of me saying, hey, I would just like to have put a small little thing together and just whoever hears my voice, and I just talk and that. And from that, it's turned into this. And it's growing. And it's growing, and I'm not going, hey, we got to have everybody give $29.95 a month to subscribe to this. No. That's why if you want to give, you just go to eiobn.com and you click donate and you give. Because some people can give and some people can't. And it's not fair. It's just not fair for us to go, hey, I have a message that I want to get out to America, but I got to charge you $30 a month for you to hear this thing. You see what I'm saying? That's and some other and if that's the other stance of other podcasters or whatever, then that's them. And if you support them, God bless you. I don't care. That's your business. But we have to take dominion, and to take dominion, we must change the minds. We must educate the minds. That's like last night. I thought what Brad did. If Brad's hearing this or someone knows him, you can tell him. I thought it was absolutely brilliant because I have been thinking about that. And then okay, how can I do something like that in the daytime? Well, I can't because it would take up the whole show. And a lot of people will be like, I'm at work. I don't want to hear this. But, it's history. And here's the thing. If we are moving into the Bible says to renew your mind daily. There has been so much history taught to us that is not really history. It's lies. It's lies. But we are so scared to challenge history. And that's what it's there for. It's to challenge it. It's there to invest. I love history. You can ask me about history and I'm all over it like white on rice. And I love it. I can talk about it. I can jump right in on it. And when you start diving into history, some people really get uncomfortable because it messes with their belief system. It messes with the Bible that they carry. It messes with a lot of things. It messes with family history, heritage, all that stuff. It messes with all that stuff. Yeah, Professor Toda taught it. Yep. I'm going to play you something real quick here. I don't think Brad played this. I'm going to play this here. And this is just I already had this going to play it and was going to talk on this. And then Brad got it last night. And I was like, fantastic. This is phenomenal. Saves me from having to spend a whole show on it. But this was a part of history that you probably don't know and probably haven't heard.
Did you know Albert Einstein was once asked to be the president of Israel in 1952? And he refused. Here's why. In 1948, in a letter to the New York Times, Einstein, along with 28 other members of the Jewish community, stated that the Israeli political party closely resembles the Nazis and fascist parties in their ideologies and methods. In the letter, they condemned the Zionist militia's massacre in Deir Yassin, saying that they should have felt shameful. But there's much more. 10 years before the letter, Einstein once said that a Jewish state with borders and an army to protect those borders goes against the religion of Judaism. Even America at the time, Secretary of State George Marshall opposed recognizing the state of Israel. In a 1938 speech, Einstein said, "I should much rather see reasonable agreement with the Arabs on the basis of living together in peace than the creation of a Jewish state."
Wow. Amazing. If I knew Brad was going to be talking when he was talking about last night, I would have said that to him. But anyway, so the history, you got history. It's people don't like to challenge it. They don't like to challenge it. Lake City, Michigan, Spring Lake, Michigan. Sorry. Thank you for coming in. And they don't like to challenge it because it messes with a lot of things. Messes with their theology. It messes with all that. One of the things I heard, and I just thought this was kind of funny. Bill Clinton was talking to some reporters, and I want you to listen closely to what he says here.
You had a case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant. Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Oh my gosh, what did he just say? What we've been saying all along. What we've been saying, and I'm telling you, mark my word, you're going to see these politicians start backtracking and start, well, yeah, I was good friends with Trump for a while, yeah, he supported me in this, and yeah, you're going to see him backtracking. You're going to see him, senators, you're going to see all these things start backtracking. We're 17 days away, and today kicks it off. I'm telling you, it kicks it off. I saw this, Candace Owens, love her stuff. Candace Owens did this, and kind of switching gears a little bit, but I'm going to play you this and let her explain it.
All right, guys, we're getting closer. I am convinced that we are going to be the October surprise, because I am telling you, things are developing on the Kamala front in a very big way. And I want to say this, I feel it in my soul, in my spirit, that this woman is an operative, that she was selected and that she was groomed by government agencies. I'm comfortable saying that publicly. I hope Kamala comes out and sues me, because that would afford us discovery so we can get answers to many questions that we have. She would have to prove that what I was saying was untrue, thanks to strong defamation laws. I've been receiving, by the way, as of late, a ton of emails about Tim Walz as well, Kamala's VP pick, a suspicious VP pick, because who exactly picked him? Absolutely no one out there thinks that it was Kamala herself that said, yeah, give me the governor of Minnesota, huh? Who is he? What do they have on Tim Walz, if anything? Today, we're going to take a brief look into some of the rumors that have been circulating about him, so let's immediately get started. Welcome back to Candace. All right, so right at the top, in case you guys missed the update on Instagram, yesterday, obviously, we covered the article that was written by former Japan Times editor Yoichi Shimatsu, who claims that he ran the same circles as Kamala Harris in Berkeley, personally hates her, made that very clear, hates her mother, who he claims was a part of the MK Ultra program. Now, we did not speak much or at length about the MK Ultra program. We have very much on this show. For those of you that are new to listening to this podcast, it is an important program for you to familiarize yourself with, because you do have to become awakened to how tremendously evil our government is, that they engaged in this long period of being quite obsessed with how to brainwash people. And I'm talking brainwash individuals. They were obsessed with being able to delete memories from their brains and being able to insert memories into their brains. Really terrifying stories of people that they were able to convince to commit crimes, people that you thought, when you learned about all these serial killers, oh my gosh, Netflix telling you about serial killers, this must be the story. A lot of these people were government operatives. I mean, I would offer a guess that the concept of a serial killer came out of government operatives. I truly believe government programs like MK Ultra and the Charles Manson murders is a great starting point. It's why I say you have to read that book, Chaos, because it deeply dives into the MK Ultra program, but also makes you aware of the plausibility of a mass psychosis. That's why that book is just so incredible. Because it was the Charles Manson murders that ended the hippies generation. And I want to be clear, the hippies generation, they thought like, oh, we just were doing this. No, that too was a government operation. They flooded the streets with LSD.
And it was drugs that did it. And they did it. Now, before anyone says, oh my gosh, that's impossible. It's impossible. Let me just tell you this. It's not impossible because, first of all, this has been going on for years of trying to get mind control. And two, how many people have seen where they're now with Parkinson's and other people have neurological issues. They can go in to put implants in their brain and change things. Not only that, Elon Musk, which we talked about that last week, some of the stuff he's doing with these robots, but one of the things he's doing is he's got a thing where they can go in and put in a chip in the brain and control the person, how they eat, what they thinking, all that. If they want to be happy all the time, they can change that. It's not beyond reach is the thing. And I know some of you probably, oh, you've lost me now. You've lost me. Well, that's fine. You'll find yourself somewhere else. But you have to understand that America, it's not the same America that it was, 60, 70 years ago. Although they were trying things back then. And with the stuff we played yesterday also about Kamala, we know that she is a Marxist, comes from that background. The unburdened, what to be unburdened, that whole thing. That's actually, that's where it comes from. And you have to, you don't have to, let me see. I want you to think outside the box. What really goes on that we just don't know about? Really are the people that they put in. Seriously, I guarantee you that she was not the first pick. Oh man, let's grab Kamala. Yeah, it's a great thing. No, absolutely not. Was not the first pick. And there's a reason why. And maybe, this is just maybe, this ain't fact, this is just maybe. Maybe the Democratic Party saw that in the future that Joe Biden would fail and be like, hey, we got to put a scapegoat here because we want to protect this name because he's got goods on us. Who knows? Who really knows? And before you say, oh, that's impossible, it's not impossible. People have dirt on politicians all the time and make them do, and have them do things. Trust me, it goes on. You have to keep, and here's the thing: is Candace too. That's enough. It's just a solid source. These are solid sources. I'm not going to bring you some Yoko that's like, hey, let me get you to buy into this and buy into that. And by the way, I'm going to tell you about I'm part of the QAnon. And let me tell you, no bull crap. I'm serious. The one thing you have to say about this show is I'm going to bring you educated people. And facts that actually come out and you see them happen. Anyway, you got the Diddy thing going on, which I'm about sick of Diddy, but at the same time, it just goes on and on and on. I came across a video this morning or audio, Well, it's a video, but I'm going to play the audio. And honestly, it disheartened me. It disheartened me because you ever heard the saying, which I'm sure you have, from QAnon, everything done in plain sight, right? Plain sight. It's done right in front of you, except some people will go, oh, but that's just that's an off-collar joke, or that's off-collar what they're saying. Dismiss it. Dismiss it. We're getting back to the days of if something's white, it's white. If it's black, it's black. If it's red, it's red. It's no longer, well, that's kind of fuchsia. No, maybe that's red. I don't know. No, it's exactly what it is. And I was disheartened in this little interview that I was hearing here. Now, this is a old interview. And for those people that listen that have been in music and all that stuff, you're probably going to be disheartened in this. This shows you how far. Now, this is before the days of Diddy. Let me just say this. This goes back a long way. Abuse, nonsense goes back a long way. This is Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was just coming on the scene. And when she was just coming on the scene, she was doing an interview. Oh, man. Let me just play it for you. And let me play it for you, and you tell me if you think it's inappropriate, which I'm sure you will. But let me play it for you here.
Serious question. What? Would you show me your underwear? Can I ask you a serious question? What? Would you show me your underwear? Just...
Okay. Can I ask you a serious question? Would you show me your underwear? This was on national TV. Live, it's on TV. So that's what the person interviewing her says. Would you show me your underwear? And she laughs it off. Okay? Laughs it off like, oh gosh, And of course, people at home are like, oh, that's inappropriate. That goofy person saying something like that. But let's go on.
Just kidding.
My co-host tonight is the great Paul Schaefer.
Wow. Whitney Houston and me co-hosting Friday Night Videos. Here we go.
All right.
Do y'all remember Friday Night Videos? Your old school remember that. Friday Night Videos. They'd have all the different artists. This is Paul Schaefer. Supposedly a music genius, but he has been. He was with David Letterman for years. Everybody used Paul Schaefer. Paul Schaefer with Whitney Houston.
Say how old you are on TV.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
22 years old. Mm-hmm. Holy cow. You have the body of a 23-year-old. Anybody ever told you that?
You. Manic Monday.
I love when you talk dirty. Don't move.
I'm not going anywhere. Here's a video by someone that I've worked with many times.
Now, let me say this. The whole time she's talking, this creep is turned sideways, staring her down, watching her lips like a freaking pervert. And he's right up beside her face, just staring at her. And you can tell in her eyes, she's very young, just coming on scene, and she's uncomfortable with this perv.
Jermaine Jackson. What's the name of it again?
I think it's love.
Hey.
I think he's right, too. You got that dress on.
That dress.
Oh,
Huh?
it's great. That was a great dress.
Thank you.
I wanted to have it taken in a little bit, though.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little too big, huh?
Yeah, a little big.
Okay.
What are you doing later?
I don't know. What are you doing later?
I thought maybe we might get, a drink.
Why not?
At the bar. This is like a dream come true for me.
Thank you.
And then he kisses her on the lips. This is pre-Diddy. It's been going on for years. And I get it. And I'm not on Whitney Houston today. I'm just making a statement here. I get it. We looked at Whitney. Oh, well, she got on drugs and it was Bobby Brown and this and that. It is hard telling who else has been a freaking pervert in this industry. It kind of shocked me. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of shocked me because I didn't see that coming from Paul Schaefer. I just didn't see it. I'm gonna play it one more time. You tell me what you think.
Ask you a serious question. What? Would you show me your underwear? No, just kidding.
My co-host tonight is the great Paul Schaefer.
Wow, Whitney Houston and me co-hosting Friday Night Videos. Here we go.
All right.
Can we say how old you are on TV?
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
22 years old. Holy cow. You have the body of a 23-year-old. Anybody ever told you that?
You. Manic Monday.
I love when you talk dirty. Don't move.
I'm not going anywhere. Here's a video by someone that I've worked with many times. Jermaine Jackson. What's the name of it again?
I think it's love.
Hey.
I think he's right, too. You got that dress on.
That dress.
Boy, it's
Huh?
great. That was a great dress.
Thank
And
you.
I wanted to have it taken in a little bit, though.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little too big, huh?
Yeah, a little big.
Okay.
What are you doing later?
I don't know. What are you doing later?
I thought maybe we might get a drink.
Great. Why not?
Bar. This is like a dream come true for me.
Okay, I'm just done with him. I think it's sad, and somebody even said, yeah, it's probably why. It's probably why she even ended up the way she did. Not because of this one perv, but because of all the pervs. And speaking of perv, well, ain't that amazing? I actually had the video up to play of Tampon Tim, Matthew Metro, which is the one that was actually victimized by Tampon Tim, giving his statement. But as in true great fashion, TikTok removes it. Here's the thing. This has went on for years. It's disgusting. It's sad. It's pathetic. One of the things I came across also was and I believe this is why he died. But do you remember Tommy Lister? Was it Debo? I think it was his name. It was on the movie, well, whatever that movie was. I forget what it was. Anyways, Clive Davis. Yep. But Tommy Lister, he actually, and I believe this is why I really do. I believe this is why he died. And I'm going somewhere with this. Just hang tight here.
In Hollywood, they don't like me in Hollywood.
Why do they not like you?
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. They have to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy to wear a dress.
Okay, do you hear what he said? They say, I love the Lord, but they wear those dresses and they do all that gay stuff. I believe that's why he was removed. Not only him, other people. And we're seeing it more. Diddy, everybody's had their eyes on Diddy. My eyes have changed from Diddy. We know he's a piece of crap. We know he's done dirty things. We know it's all coming out and it will continue to come out and yada, yada, yada. My eyes are now turning to who was prior than Diddy? Who was prior than all this? I mean, who was, who was it? Who was it? Somebody's asked me if Paul's dead. No, it looks like he's still alive. And I'm sure people like him, these videos are haunting them. Their little things they've done, and that's fine. They made that bed. They can sleep in it with their gay friends. But anyway, moving on here. My time's getting away. My eyes and they're moving from Diddy to prior to Diddy to who's being overlooked. Let's say that. Who's being overlooked. Yeah, military helicopters flew over Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yep. Yes, that will be coming soon, Trump girl. We've just had so many things come up. One of the things somebody had sent me, I've researched it, checked it out. It's legit, which is now it's everywhere. You can see it online everywhere. But this is actually a true statement here. This is actually where the U.S. military, and I said this about, well, it's last week actually, about how the military, they were given a authorization to kill Americans on U.S. soil. Now, I'm going to play this for you, and then we're going to talk about this here, because this is true.
Americans on the U.S. soil. That can't be possible. This would open up the door for the careless use, and it's more frequent and legal. It'll be legal now, so nobody will have to worry about that. Send in the troops. We need you to shoot a couple of these people. They're opposing our policy. They're demonstrating against COVID rules. There's something they'll come up with. So I think it's very, very dangerous.
Okay, let me stop here. A lot of people have sent me stuff on this and said, hey, what about this, where they said that they can, they can open up on American people and and take care of American people on U.S. soil. And, here's the thing. It's troublesome. It's troublesome to listen to that. But at the same time, we're not going to here's the thing. I think patriots have learned their lesson about, well, let me say, if you haven't learned your lesson about January 6th, then you have serious problems. You have serious problems. And I don't believe we're going to see another January 6th. Now, he's saying if pandemic and all this other stuff, these are scare tactics. I talked about them yesterday. Scare tactics. Things to make people go, oh my gosh, I better comply with whatever comes down the pike. I don't believe we'll see Trump go into anything like that. But you don't know what future holds. But I will say this, if we ever get to a place that there's something comes up and there's another sort of like possible January 6th thing that could happen, you know how we fix that? We don't show up. The ones that show up, let them be the decoys. The ones that show up, let them be the ones that are there to instigate the party. We don't show up. Here, stop showing up to a bully's fight. Stop showing up when you know you've already been set up. That's how you take care of that. You just stop engaging with dumb stuff. You do dumb things, you get dumb prizes, right? So stop participating with dumb stuff. Of course, yesterday Kamala comes out like she's and here's the thing. I know this for a fact, that she is, some of the stuff that she's doing, she's purposely trying to overshadow Biden. And I get it. She's trying to look presidential. But yesterday she comes out and justice has been served, because the one leader was killed. Here, let me just play it for you.
The leader of Hamas is dead, and justice has been served. And the United States, Israel, and the entire world are better off as a result. Sinwar was responsible for the killing of thousands of innocent people, including the victims of October 7th and hostages killed in Gaza. He had American blood on his hands. Today, I can only hope that the families of the victims of Hamas feel a sense and measure of relief. Sinwar was the mastermind of October 7th, the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. A terrorist attack that killed 1,200 innocent people and included horrific sexual violence and more than 250 hostages taken into Gaza, including 7 Americans, living and deceased, who remain in captivity. A terrorist attack that triggered a devastating war in Gaza, a war that has led to unconscionable suffering of many innocent Palestinians and greater instability throughout the Middle East. In the past year, American Special Operations and intelligence personnel have worked closely with their Israeli counterparts to locate and track Sinwar and other Hamas leaders. And I commend their work. And I will say, to any terrorist who kills Americans, threatens the American people, or threatens our troops or our interests, know this: we will always bring you to justice.
Total bull crap. Total bull crap. Let me tell you why I say that. Because that witch has let these type people in our country open borders, bringing migrants in. She wants to stand up and act like she's doing the presidential thing of condemning and talking about this leader. Sexual assaults. I got news for you, witch. It's been going on in America for a long time. You've had 3.5 years to fix it, but you haven't. You've enabled it. The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That lady is unstable in all her ways. She is a nuisance. She is mental. She has a freaking psychological problem when she can stand up and try to act presidential to the nation about this whack job getting killed and turn around and let Americans be raped, robbed, abused when that butthole has been on the Diddy videos herself. I'm serious, guys. And people still go, oh, God, she did something so presidential. Stand up there and just condemn this and say if anyone does anything to Americans, they're going to pay the price. I mean, it's been going on under her watch. Her and Joe Biden's watch. It's been going on. They have let children be beaten, bruised, molested, raped, sold for money, and killed in our own country. And that frickin' butthole has let them in. She is guilty of treason. She is guilty. I tell you what, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You live by your word, you die by your word. Every word that she said yesterday needs to be put right back up on her. I told you this the other day, and I'm telling you again, every word she says will come back to bite her African American, Indian, Jamaican, Vietnamese, whatever butt she has. It's going to bite her rear end straight off. How dare she insult the American people by trying to get up and act presidential with it? I could care less about that. If you want to be presidential, get up and say, you know what? I am putting a stop to the... You know what? She could have turned this whole daggone election around for herself. If she would have said, you know what? We're going to stop. We're going to stop bringing in the illegals. I'm going to round their butts up and get them out of here because they're killing our people. They're stealing everything. They're whether you believe it or not, they're killing the dogs and cats and eating them. Yep, they are. Yep, they're doing whatever. For God's sakes, I can't even have a migrant come and work on my farm because the cow ends up pregnant and stops giving milk, and the cats and the dogs all disappear, and the ones that are around are all pregnant, and the migrants are walking around. I got goats out there screaming for bloody murder because the migrants are having their way with them. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Welcome to America. That's banana land. That's where they come from. But this is in America. But now she wants to say the most presidential thing. We condemn those actions of these terrorists. We've got them in America, witch. We've got them here. They are here now. But you know what happens? Because she brought them in. We're going to give them paychecks. We're going to give them a place to stay. We're going to give them food. We're going to give them clothes. We're going to give them IDs. We're going to let them vote. You got to be kidding me. You got to be freaking, oh my God, kidding me. Her words will come back to haunt her again. Dan Scavino, I know you listen to the show. Let Donald Trump know that there is a people sitting aside saying, you know what? Her words are not presidential for us. Those are treasonous words. Her words. Donald Trump needs to take that and use that straightly against her. He does. Play that for a daggone commercial and say, why didn't she feel this way about the American people? I'm going to tell you why. Because she's a Marxist and she don't give a rat's ass about the American people. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. But let's throw out a scare tactic of the military has been given authority. Let me tell you something. There will probably be another sort of January 6th take place. But it's not going to be patriot driven. It's not. Because her loonball friends and family and fellow voters will be the ones crying this time, oh, it's fake. It's fake. The election was stolen from us. The election was stolen. This is this. Oh, this is this. And you know what? You know what's crazy about them? They have been given the green light for 3.5 years, going on 4, to do whatever the hell they want to do and get by with it. A new day is dawning. A new day's dawning. Because if I, and I will be in D.C. when he is actually sworn in as the president again, and you take one protester spitting in my face, it's going to be hard for them to swallow for the next 6 months. Because I'm not taking that shit. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with people that represent the United States of America and do not have the United States of America's best interest at heart. She is treasonous. She's a liar. She's a whore. She's a thief. She's every bit of that. And for those of you religious people that want to email me, you shouldn't say that. Back off, because I'll jump all over your back. Because it's being hypocritic. It's pathetic. Pathetic. She does not speak for the America that I believe in. She speaks for the America that they have created. And if she thinks for 5 seconds when Donald Trump is sworn in that we're going to put up with their bullshit, we're not. We're just not. There's not going to be a fight. There's not going to be insurrection. There's not going to be none of that stuff. There's going to be law and order and control. And that's what they don't like. They don't like it. Because if there's law and order and control, oh, that law and order just scares us to death. They're just trying to put us put us under their feet. No, we're just done with you. We're done with you. We're done with you having your abortions on the street. We're done with you infiltrating churches. We're done with you with your hate message. But DC, what you're saying is hateful. No, it's not. It's the truth, baboon. Get used to the truth. The problem is that we have turned around and taken America and be like, we have the offense attitude. America has had the victim card for so long. It's done. It's like I've said it a month ago. The migrants go to New York and they bitch and complain and say, "Wait, we don't like that we're having to now find us a place to stay. We're in a shelter, and my kids and we just don't like the clothes that you're giving us, and we don't like the food that you're giving us." Welcome to America, dum-dum. Welcome to America where we work to pay our bills. Welcome to America where you work to rent a house, lease an apartment, or buy a house. You have to work a job, have credit. Welcome to America. If you want a car, you got to have insurance, got to have a license. You got to have all that stuff. You got to have a legal driver's license. You got to obey the laws. Welcome to America. America's not as easy what you thought it was. You thought it was just an open paycheck because Kamala gave them that message. And that ain't the truth. And for her to even stand up and insinuate that we are a law and order country, she is full of poop. Full of poop. We the people have had enough. You daggone right. We've had enough. And we're not going to go out there and march on the streets and scream and throw ourselves everywhere the way they do, or destroy signs, or destroy people's property. We're not going to do that. But we're also not going to let you come up on our property and do it to us. We're also not going to let you come and grab our flag from us and spit on it and piss on it and whatever else you want to do. You grab a flag from my hands and you're going to tear it up. First of all, you've broken the law. But second, it's going to be hard to pick up another flag when your fingers are broken. Period. That's it. Gosh, DC, just such a hate speech. Well, then get off the show. Because what I'm speaking is not for you to just sit and agree. It's to make you think, wait a minute. He's legitimately upset because it's a legitimate reason. She's brought people in here that have been rapists. And I mean, how many more stories do we have to hear? Like the one in Texas where the lady was jogging and she was violently raped and murdered and body thrown away like a piece of trash. Should never happen in America. And if it did happen, it should never happen from these migrants that Kamala and Biden let in. I'll tell you what, we the people are sick of her. We're sick of this message. And her little thing she did yesterday, bull crap. Bull crap. She can kiss my ass. Yep, I said it. Oh, you shouldn't say that. She's supposed to be a good witness for Christ. Let me tell you what. If he was around, he would turn the tables and he would say some things that would make your mama blush. Because he wouldn't put up with it either. But Christianity has taken the yellow back, squishy spine way because we don't want to offend. And we don't want to offend, and we don't want to come off that strong. We want to be like Christ. Well, I tell you what, Jesus didn't walk around going, "We the people, let me gather the people." I mean, he preached. He preached to multitudes. He didn't whisper to multitudes, guys. Jiminy Christmas. But I'm telling you what, 17 days. We have kicked off something that they cannot stop. And it's called Bringing America Back. Bringing America Back. Do I care if people get so upset? I mean, trust me, I get a lot of people that will email me. Great, love the show. Thank you so much. It encouraged me, blah, 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 all that. And I love all that stuff. I love it. And then you get a few that go, I think it's a little too strong of a message. Well, I didn't ask them to be anything for the show. I just put it out here to get to listen to. And I appreciate everybody that entertains it and listens. I just, I can't deal with her. How do you email DC? You go to eiobn.com. That's our website. Go there and check it out. All of our social media links are there. We'll be updating those again in the week. Putting Telegram on there. And there's a place on there to make comments. You can do it that way and it sends it to me. You're right. It ain't hate. It's passion. It is passion. It's called, I'm passionate about America being strong again. I'm passionate about America having real men again. Real men. Men that work. Men that take care of their families. Men that even help take care of other people's families because of deadbeat people. Yeah. This is the America. I want America to be strong again. I want it to be strong again. And let me tell you a little secret. We win. We win. And with us winning, man, there's going to be a crybaby day coming soon. And it ain't for us, I can tell you that. It is not for us. We are the patriots. We are people that are making America great again by the little things we do. If you've emailed me, I will get back to you. I promise you. I will get back to you. It's been really busy. We got great things coming. God wins. You're exactly right. God wins. And when God wins, we win. And we're going to fight for America. Fight for the American dream. Fight for the truth. Even when people don't even feel like fighting, we're going to fight. Trust what's happening. God's moving in America, and the military's moving in America. Don't second guess it. Today is strategically planned. 17 days away now. Get ready. Here we go. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all Monday unless something breaks. Love you guys. Stay tuned.